Thanks for clicking on my video. Before we get started, please click the subscribe button so that you can get more great content such as this one. Thanks. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm your host Tony Coleman, and today I want to do the unboxing of the Visible phone that's currently on the swap deal, the Hot Pepper Ghost. For those who aren't aware, it is an octa-core phone. It has Android 9, 4 gigs of RAM with 64 gigabyte of internal storage. The front-facing camera is a 5 megapixel. The rear camera is 13 megapixel. It's got a 3,850 milliamp battery in it. It does come with the phone, a protective case, and the charging cable, of course. So this phone does not have very good reviews online. As a matter of fact, it has terrible reviews. So even though it's got really good specs on paper, that's still to be seen whether or not it's going to be a good phone. I picked it because I already had an A3, which is the other alternative phone, and I wanted to give this one a test and then possibly even use this for some beer money applications in the future. First impression, this is how it came packaged in this box. I gotta say the packaging is actually kind of nice, so that's a surprise. I'll go ahead and open it. Upon opening it, you see the phone, which is, they've actually packaged it quite well, so that's kind of a nice thing. Right off the bat, the weight of the phone feels appropriate for something this size. The casing and everything, first impression is that it's not cheaply made. It definitely feels like a better phone than some of the other cheaper phones that are offered by a lot of the prepaid services. Not like the A3. The A3 that I reviewed, it felt like a cheap phone. So we'll go ahead and open this up. So just says Hot Pepper on the back. Country of origin is China, has your IMEI and the other information. We can peel the sticker off, the front sticker off, but I'll hold off on that. Right here is where the SIM card goes. So got the SIM card here. I'll use the SIM removal tool that comes with it. Unlike some phones, it actually pops out quite easily. Here's the tray. Looks like it holds upside down compared to some of the others. So it will also handle a memory card as well. So we'll get our SIM ready. How it fits is with that showing upward, because if you don't, obviously it's not going to have any way of touching the connectors if you have the gold down, so you're going to want to place it properly. It should only fit one way. And if I can stop fat fingering it. Slides right in. And so before I get to turning it on, I'll go ahead and show what else is in the box here. So the little ribbon here you can pull, pulls off the front housing. You got your quick start guide. Underneath is also the case that comes with it. As you can see, it is transparent. You can put it on. I will hold off just in case I have to take the SIM out. Sometimes with Visible, you have to redo the SIM a time or two. and I'll just avoid it. It does come with its own SIM removal tool. And then inside here is the power brick and charging cable. Alright. So here are the details. Output 5 volt 2 amp. Input is 0.3 amp, and then you have the date code and the model. So if anybody ever has to replace one, that's the model information you need. So we'll go ahead and open the charging cable. And I happen to have power handy here, so I'll go ahead and plug that in, and then we will also plug this into the phone. That way we can get an idea of how much power. Cute little jalapeno, or a pepper I should say, during the charge screen here. So this one shipped with 80% power. Don't always assume that you will have power. They normally recommend that you let it sit and charge so much time before powering on. But with 80% power, I think we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the phone on. Pretty cool splash screen. So typical startup, we will start. It's now looking for Wi-Fi. I will connect it. Let's go with my 5 gigahertz here. So alright, connect. Looking for updates. Apparently I found some, so now it's installing. I'll let it do this. I will pause the video and come back as soon as it's ready. Alright, so now it's to the part where it wants to copy your data. In this case, I'm not copying anything from a previous phone, so this will be a clean setup, so don't copy. It says just sec, and it says checking info. Okay, this is where you sign in to your Google account. So let me get that typed in. Put in password. Alright, so now got the account in there, hit agree. It's getting account info. This should look pretty familiar to anybody who's ever set up a Android phone before. Here's just the Google services. So yes, I agree to all of them. I don't care about the other settings because it's pretty much going to be a beer money phone. I'm not going to set up a fingerprint, so I'll skip. You can do that if you want. I'm not going to protect the phone because it's never going to leave the house. Skip anyway. Okay, here's the things where you can subscribe to different updates in your assistant. I'm not doing any of them. You can access it with voice. It's just you agreeing, but I'm not going to do it. Okay, now let's say anything else. Do you want to add anything, change it up? No, I don't. The first thing I normally do is come in and change my Google Play settings. Normally on a Beer Money app, I don't want it to auto update apps because it will just basically update all the bloated crap that Google puts on it, and then what a lot of carriers also put on it, so it's not just Google. So I usually change it to don't update, auto update apps. I will manually do that when I need to. And then here I'm going to want to download the Visible app. Just right there. Just hit install. While that's installing, right now, better experience. I don't want to take a survey. Finish setting up the your phone. Basically, that's them wanting us to do what we already said no to. And then you can also turn on Wi-Fi calling if that's something you are into. I'm not. So here the app is ready. So just hit open. Welcome Visible, yada yada yada. Yes, let's get started. I want to activate my service, but since we're already a member, we'll just go ahead and sign in because we've already got an account. So let me type in my info. The password. As you can see down here, it was loading. Now it's going to ask for permissions for the app. In this case, it wants to be able to manage phone calls. Basically, that's just so it knows that when you get a phone call, it can pause the app. So yes. Now it wants to go back into Visible because I took too long. Alright, so it's already in. We want to go to activation. Activate. Now we're waiting. It says last step, restart your phone. Alrighty, we'll do that. So minimize that. Hold down the power button until you get this prompt. Restart. So far the phone seems smooth, but we'll see how it works. I'm sure the first time use and the 2000th time using is quite different, but I like giving first impressions when opening a box. So opened up, it's all on there. You can see it's got the charge, 4G. So far it looks smooth. Also see has the indicator light. Doesn't look like there's any delay on the camera, so that's nice. You can swipe up to your other apps. It's not overly bloated with anything, which is great. But that is the majority of it. So from here, what I plan on doing is installing a few other Beer Money apps. This will probably wind up being used for SIM cache and maybe Cache Magnet. I don't know yet. But I plan on utilizing this phone for more than just regular visible. The quality of it, just the way it feels and is responding, I would highly recommend this phone over the A3 any day if you're going to be doing the swap deal. Just from the looks and the feel of it, I think your impression of the phone would be happier with this one. As far as long-term use, I cannot vouch for battery life or if it eventually gets glitchy or anything like that, but just on first impression out of the box, I would say it's actually a decent phone. If I get some more extensive use out of it and find that it does have some other problems or issues, I'll make sure to add them to the comments down below. I'll sticky it so that anybody else who saw the video can know the pros and cons. But I'd also like to hear your feedback. If you've got one of these phones and have used it for more than just a day or two, please write those in the comments down below. I'll gladly converse with you, and maybe it's an issue on your end, maybe it's on something on just individual devices, but I would be more than happy to discuss some of that. Here I've already got the free voicemail for setting, or a free text message for setting up voicemail. They basically want to set up a pin and all that. That is not phone exclusive, so if you're going to set up voicemail on it, go ahead and do so. But yeah, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the like buttons. And then if you want additional notifications for when I post up new videos such as this, hit that bell button, because that's how you'll get them. So that's all I got today on this phone. So until next time, have a good one.